Shut up and sit down.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another presentation of the Reddit iRacing League. Tonight we're at Lanier National Speedway. We got a 25-minute race ahead for you. Go ahead and welcome into the booth, Alex Albert. How are we doing tonight, Alex?
Doing very well. Glad to be here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's get the grid going because they're going to be lighting up on the grid right now.
All right, so starting on pole will be Alexander Bueller. Starting next to him will be Sven Dimmel. In the second row, Alexander Coppert and Philip Linden. In the third row, Steven Spies and Dylan Blanton. In the fourth row will be Robbie Cook and Mitch Welker. Fifth row, Austin Burdick and Tom Ellison. Then we're going to have Justin Lamons and Alex Klink. Then back in 13th will be Nate Franklin, Jonathan Burt. Starting behind them, Antonio Alvarez and Kyle Smith. In the 17th position will be Michael Morley with Matthew Wild in 18th. Justin Hall, in his famous Dolphins colors, will be starting 19th alongside Michael Stewart, with Chris Scales and Jonathan Patrick looking on from behind. Ryan Verhulst and Robert Harbert are going to be our last complete row, and then Mark Antonucci is going to round out and be our 25th and final starter. Big field tonight. Should be a good race. Going to be no cautions, 25 minutes. Looking to see how some of our points, some of the guys running up in the points. Dimmel's here. He's second. That'll help him extend out his points lead. Thomas Ellison's here after not expecting to make this race, but his fortunes have turned and he's able to be here. He's going to be starting 10th. Babcock not in the field tonight. Franklin back in 13th, and Bueller starting there on pole. So might see a bit of a mix-up there, a downstairs mix-up there in the top 5 after this race is over. Another one I did not see in the sheet was Jeff Tyler. Jeff Tyler, another perennial favorite. So it looks like the pace truck is off. The field has started to roll.
That's right. We got quite a field tonight. 25 cars on the grid.
Yep. Yeah, and I think once we get going here, they're going to stretch just about all the way around. Should be exciting with the side-by-side, slide-by-slide action. So I expect Bueller will try to get out to an early lead and use his skills as someone who likes to slip and slide for fun. Looks like he's got, let's see, what kind of paint job? NASA? All right, and the pace truck's in. Here we go. Bueller's on the gas. Up through the gears we go, and the 127 to Coffert dives inside. All right, they're 3 wide. They're sliding. And the second row is now moved up to the front. Is Coffert able to get to the lead? The 55 of Linden, or Spees trying to join him. Spees now in the lead. Oh, Coffert in the back of Spees, and here comes Bueller down to the inside. As Dimmel looks on. A little bit of wiggle up in front of Coffert. Bueller keeping close. Here's some apologies on the radio, but overall looks like a pretty clean race here so far. All right, here we go. Bueller back to the lead. Looking for the front again. With the 55 able to hang tough, Steven Spies, the newcomer to the league here from the Great Lakes region. really getting that high side working. Bueller trying to make the low side work. Not able to get up there and clear him and close the door. Cool Cofford, after turning the fastest lap last lap, up in the loose stuff, going to lose a couple positions here.
If he's lucky, he
back
can.
In the third.
Yeah, if he's lucky, he can keep it to one position. But he's fighting with the number 33 right there, pretty hard. And he is going to have to concede and try to make his pass later on. Number 33, Philip Linden.
All right, so here taking an early look at the movers. Justin Hall up 7 positions. Nate Franklin up 4. Oh, and it looks like Franklin, with a little bit of a slip there, allowed Hall to get alongside his next victim, and Hall clears one, coming off of 4.
Let's see if Hall can catch up on the tail of Clank and get back up with Franklin there.
Ooh, saw a little door-to-door contact there running ahead of Franklin. Looks like that must have been Welker and Cook. Yeah, Welker there on the inside sliding up, putting the door into Cook. Oh, and now Cook is up in the loose stuff, going to lose a position here.
The Cook looked like he turned in pretty hard onto Welker there and got himself a little loose on his own.
Well, I thought Franklin was going to get by, but Cook did a good job to get back down in the racing groove. Here we go. Clank all over Franklin's bumper. And man, up front, it's getting hot and heavy here with the lappers. 55, Steven Spees sneaking by. As Alexander Bueller running right down on that inside wall. Sven Dimmel in third. A little bit more of a free line there. So 33 of Philip Linden looks on from 4th. But Steven Spees really starting to stretch it out on Bueller now.
Yeah, Bueller's really sticking to that low line, and it looks like it's already starting to degrade pretty heavily. I think they're going to have to start experimenting up with the higher line soon.
Michael Stewart is starting. He was causing problems for the leader. Now he's causing problems for the 33 at Linden and the 23 at Dimmel. They're going to push him out of the way if he doesn't make room. Oh, here we go. Got one coming out of the pits. That's spicy. Looks like Coffer got a piece of him. Who was that? Antonucci?
That's
coming
right.
Out there, and Coffer got a part of him. Yep. And as we see Hall making a move on Clink. Oh, as they split the slow-moving car.
Let's take a look at that again. It's like Crawford turned in, didn't see the 16 there. I'm sorry, the 116 there, and then also ran into the 10 and the wall. I think he also hit the 10 again and drove right under him. Yep, indeed. But he's still back out there with a pretty damaged car, but still moving right along. He's down there with the number 24 of Nate Franklin and the 164 of Justin Hall.
Yes. So, yeah, Clink had some trouble there. Or no, that's Clink, must be Clink's teammate. A similarly painted car just got lapped, Ryan Verhulst.
Oh, and as we were watching, you can see there was a little tangle down there that...
Oh, here we go. Crash in turn 2. Here comes the leader. No one's lifting. There are no cautions here.
Yeah, the 13 and the 116 are tangled up there. Looks like the 13
This is the kind of...
Go ahead.
This is the kind of action that I thought might precipitate here tonight with the no cautions. Some spins, some big wrecks, working their way through. It's sometimes hard to change direction on dirt. But the spins and the bumps and the bangs have allowed Steven Spees to really start to sneak away here.
Yeah, you can see more tangling going on. The number 80, I think, tangling with the 14 as the 55 tries to drive through it.
Yeah, and Linden giving the shot to the back of the 17. 33 into the back of the 17 there, trying to get Alex Bueller to go. Bueller avoiding the 12 car of Ryan Verhulst. So Bueller really hooking it up working a pretty line down there on the bottom, but just not able to use all the track. And Linden says, I've had enough of this. Let's go 3 wide. And Linden able to clear Verhulst and Bueller. Very nice move there by the newcomer, Philip Linden. Oh, and Bueller keeps it off of, but Verhulst not able to get so lucky. Spins down, hits the inside wall, and Dimmel now by the scene of the crash. We have another one coming out of the pits here. Crash in turn 1. Bit of a spin. All right, so the leader is now coming onto the front stretch. Second place, Linden, a couple seconds behind. The leader's being held up, though.
Yeah, he had to lift really heavily right there to not run into the back of the number 14.
Well, big surprise here. Franklin's up to 5th, up 8 spots from where he started, but he's a long way back. He's not really in this battle. It's pretty much a 4-car battle at the front. Oh, here we go. Dimmel around Bueller, or at least having a look inside. Not able to get it going here.
Yeah, we've got the number 9, 16th position, Michael Morley, mixed up into this group as well.
Yeah, Klink and Cofford running here in a pack with Hall chasing them. Hall, right now, the hard charger of the race. With a little over 17 minutes to go, still a long way. About 60 laps still on the board.
And Nate Franklin is caught right up onto the tail of Sven there. Sven Dimmel.
Yeah, Dimmel must have had problems.
Oh, he did. We caught that right on camera. He got a little
Yep.
loose and into the wall.
All right, so it's back up at the lead. We have Spies, and it's a 3-wide battle behind him. That's going to hamper Philip Linden's ability to get up there and have a shot at the lead. But I think that might help Bueller here in the short running. Surprised Bueller's pace hasn't been a little bit stronger. Usually very quick on the dirt and, well, quick everywhere.
Yeah, I think he is struggling just a little bit. Everybody's running about in the 17s right now. A couple of guys down into the 16, high 16s.
Oh, there's Linden's there. Linden. Oh, and Bueller gets him.
Yep.
Linden just got a little impatient. Oh, forced it, and now the leader spun.
Leader is facing backwards,
Oh,
and Bueller hits
got
him.
a piece of that. But I think that's going to make Bueller the leader because here comes Dimmel. Oh, and Dimmel gets a piece. Now Dimmel spun around. Oh, Franklin held the brake wisely.
14 is around.
Yeah, Linden just ahead of Franklin. So now it's going to start sorting out, but Bueller will be our leader. Linden's returned to second. Side to side, we have the 23 and the 55. That's a good battle. That's going to be for 6th.
Looks like the 127 of Cofford has made out pretty well in this situation.
The leader, Bueller's on pit road and must need a faster pair. Didn't expect anyone to take fuel tonight.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to need fuel, but we'll see.
Wow, so that return of the Mac, Philip Linden out of the New York club. And in the 33 there, high, wide, and handsome like Harry Gant. With Nate Franklin, a strong charge for the back, up 11 positions now. And Nate Franklin turns him. Oh.
I don't think it was intentional, just Spies got really loose and...
Yeah, I think he just came down the track in front of him. Nate had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Nate was carrying more speed through the turn.
Well, a bit of an enduro that we have here, but not short on action as the 55 of Steven Spies is here on Nate Franklin's bumper. This would be a big shot in the arm to Nate's season. Get a win here. Nate running in the top 5 in points like we mentioned earlier. Oh, and there goes Spies throwing it in. Oh, I thought we might see contact, but... And man, Nate Franklin, he's in the lead, up 12 positions. Normally that'd be a stone cold lock for the hard charger, but Justin Hall is up 14 positions. Justin Hall is determined to be the Dick Insider hard charger of the race.
He is racing with the 127 of Alexander Cofford right now. Oh, Cofford gets into... I'm not sure who that was back there. Take a quick look at that replay. Oh, the 17 of Bueller. What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Some more cars are around.
All right, we're catching the replay of Bueller right now as he... Looks like he's coming around and catches the 33 and then catches the wall. And then has to wait to get back into running again. So he's back on pit road, unfortunately.
So Nate Franklin continues to lead, but is hounded mercilessly by the 55 of Steven Spies.
They're running very similar lap times right now, right at the 17.1.
Yep, right about halfway through with this race. Working just right now at the 12.5-minute mark of this 25-minute race. It'd be about 90 laps. We've got about 45 to go. As Justin Hall continues to make time down there on the bottom, I think he's going to work his way up into third position before we know it.
He's taking a different line than the drivers around him, but see if that pays off for him.
Well, sometimes that's what you have to do, right? You can't pass them where they are. You got to pass them where they're not.
And sometimes you get hit while they're trying to get around you, too.
Right. So the 55, I think, just go. Oh, and that purple and white car just got turned around there at the pit entry. I think that was just ran out of room type of deal there.
Yeah, that was the
Bueller?
number 18 of Michael Stewart. Just got. Let's watch that again on the replay here as he comes into turn 4. I'm sorry. Yep, just got turned around and backed right into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like Bueller might have helped him around. Bueller fighting right there in front of the leaders. He's down 3 laps from that unplanned pit stop. You see Mark Burt making a move there on the outside in the 7 car. Mark is or Jonathan Burt, not Mark. Maybe he's related to Mark Burt. But Jonathan Burt there with a strong move on the outside. Now he's kind of lost his momentum, and the leaders have started to break away here as Klink now trying to get around the red 7. So the 55 able to keep up with the 24 Nate Franklin, but not able to get around him.
Yeah, let's see how well they can get through this traffic here. See if they have another...
Oh, there's a spinner. It looks like Verhulst getting a little loose. Here comes Bueller around the outside of Verhulst. Franklin looks down to the inside. I think the inside line is the safest place to be.
It is, but you can see a high line is starting to develop a little bit more. Well, that you know, war in line is definitely getting a lot wider as we get deeper and deeper into this race.
And there we go, the 55. Now he's alongside. 55 has got the inside line. Oh, he's leaning on the 24. Oh, and they've come to a stop. Oh, and now Klink's going to be your leader. Justin Hall is going to be battling with Franklin. And that sends Hall around. Franklin, the veteran, not one to be spun by a little bit of contact, fights on. He's in second.
Hall and Blanton came together there and got a little tangled up. Thomas Ellison is one of the beneficiaries of that coming together. He's up into 5th now. In front of him is Cofford, and then Welker, and then Franklin and Klink. Everybody's car is starting to look a little worse for the wear. I think they'll be able to get through it, though.
Yeah, Speed's having to pit to get a fast repair there. Frustrated with the situation. After a good, strong run tonight, I hope to see him back next week and in future seasons. So, back up the front, Alexander Klink. How would this be with just under 9 minutes to go if the young Swiss, German, American could get a win, and that would seal the deal. I would say the road to recovery's over. He's back.
But let's keep our eye on the 77 and the 127. Welker and Crawford, they were running side by side into the turns there.
And Welker is one known to be a strong dirt racer. Once finished second place, I believe, in a dirt race. And led most of it. Oh, big slide. Someone just got into the 55. Got in way too deep there. I think that might have been Bueller. Just got in there a little too deep and door slammed the 55 there a minute ago.
I believe that he got rear-ended by the 27 to start that. So that was kind of a chain reaction.
Oh, I don't hear any radio traffic. The drivers must know what happened. But at the front, we have a great battle right now for the lead. If Klink and Franklin, Klink just got in the outside wall. Klink not known to be a strong dirt racer. Franklin, though, part of the PA posse, well known on the dirt track circuit.
Taking a little dive in there, having to back out, no contact, nice and clean racing here.
Woo, about 25 to go here, a long way still. In some places, this would be the length of the feature, but here in the RIL, this is just part of the fun. We got a 90-lap feature here tonight. Folks, this is going to be a great battle all the way to the finish. As we see Sven Dimmel creeping closer and closer, although he is a lap down.
He is the first person to lap down. Justin Hall is the last man on the lead lap.
Oh, Franklin giving Klink a little shot there, but Klink doing everything he can to protect the lead, and that's what he has to do here. He's got the lead through a series of events, but now he's going to do what he can to protect it. Franklin is faster. I think Klink knows that. He's just got to take the faster line, make Franklin go around the long way. Ooh, and there Klink makes a mistake. Didn't get the drive off the corner. Forces Franklin to look around the outside to maybe make a move. Klink slides up in front of him, shuts that door, but opens the door on the bottom, but the lap traffic's there. Oh, and Klink makes contact with the 24. 24 smartly on the brakes, able to save it. Man, Franklin with the car control tonight.
Yeah, what a nice catch there.
Yeah, a couple times tonight. We've seen other drivers spin on a move like that, but Franklin, I've seen him save a few of them. So here we go now with a little bit more piston vinegar in his bottle. Franklin takes off after Klink again. Quickly back to the bumper.
Yeah, it looks like these lead two, and then Dimmel trailing them the first car a lap down is... They're struggling to get by these lap cars, but they're slowly making their way past them.
Yeah, and these two are pulling away from Welker in third, but Welker's got away from Crawford in fourth. Ellison's got a bit of a battle with Hall further back, but let's stay with the lead here. Oh, and Klink and Franklin. Franklin gets a nudge from Klink. Klink now in a three-wide tussle. Gives a shot to the 55, pushes him up out of the way.
As you see
55
Bueller.
cues the mic, unhappy.
And Bueller's spinning in the background.
Ooh, and Franklin gives Klink a bit of a nudge. So I don't know if that was just couldn't get out of the throttle in time, or maybe relaying a message from a previous lap. But here we go, folks. It's under 5 minutes to go. Just about 16 laps to go.
That's the 17 of Alexander Bueller. Sits facing the wrong direction on the back straight. The 28 and the 24 continue to battle with the number 23 of Sven Dimmel trailing them still.
Okay, Bueller's went ahead and towed. This is a great battle for the lead. We're going to have a four-way battle for third place before long, though, as Crawford is close up on Welker, and they're both being closed up one by Hall and Ellison, but no battle is better than the one for the lead. Woo! Franklin right on Clink's bumper as they come off of the turn 4. Like I said there before, Clink he's doing everything he can and everything he should. Ooh, Franklin being respectful, I would say. Definitely backed out of a couple of times when he's had. Oh, I don't know about that move there. Drilled him in the rear. Luckily, both got by.
A little less respectful there.
Oh, this is the purple and white car. Oh, man, that might be the difference in the race. We've seen a few problems out of him tonight, and that's going to have major race implications, maybe season implications. Nate Franklin, a championship contender. Woo, that cost Nate about 3/4 of a lap and a lot of points. Probably about, looking at my timing and scoring, he's now in 6th, so that's 5 positions. That's probably 20 points. That's a big deal. So
well, let's go ahead and jump back to the race for second position now. Welker, Cofford, Ellison, and Hall.
Yeah, this is turning into be quite the battle here. So we see the 77, the 127. We're under 10 to go here. So playing for keeps now. Ooh, this is the Hall. Tries to make a look around the 27 on the outside as we see cars making contact with each other on pit road. Hall looked like he had been playing the safe game, following Ellison there for a while, but now that we're down inside of 2 minutes to go, looks like he's ready to make a move.
He's trying right now. Looks like he was trying to take advantage of that high line, a little bit of cushion up there. And
ooh,
ooh, Ellison and him are getting a little tangled up now. Let's see if they can continue on and not do too much damage to each other.
And see, that went a little bit different than the Franklin Speeds thing. It was the same type of thing. They got hooked up. Oh, and they're going to get hooked up again here. Oh, that's going to make Ellison unhappy. Oh, and Hall's on the radio apologizing, but that won't make Ellison's points battle any better. Franklin made contact on the way by. All right, we have about 5 to go. Looks like Welker's going to settle into his second position. Ooh, is Clink here. Now lapping Ellison. Ellison lost a couple of positions there, but due to his strong running early in the race, is in a good position here with the 4-car running strong to his inside. Might just want to let him go, Tom. It's not for position. All right. Alexander Clink. He's coming around with 2 to go. Got a big lead here, about 5.5 seconds over Mitch Welker and Alexander Cofford.
Looks like Cofford and, Justin Hall and Nate Franklin are having a little scrap at the end of the race here. Nate trying to make up a position.
Yeah, keeping an eye on that. All right, so we're on our last lap here. And there's Clink. And that's it, folks. There's the fireworks. Mitch Welker just crossed the line for second. There's Alexander Cofford in third. And there, Justin Hall turned around backwards. That allows Nate Franklin to come home fourth. Justin Hall now coming home fifth. So what happened there?
Watching the replay of that right now. Looks like, oh, whoops. We're going to watch it again. I apologize. I clicked the button again. Let's watch it from Nate's camera. There's a little bit of an incident coming into out of turn 2 and then going into turn 3 and 4. Nate does kind of get a little, let's say,
he dove it down
overzealous.
in there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he dove it down in there, but it's the last lap. They were trying to get around those lap cars. Probably hates that he made contact with him, but those type of things happen. looks like Hall wasn't happy with Franklin after the race. They're making a little bit of contact. But congratulations to our winner, Alexander Klink. At our podium, Welker and Crawford. Let me see if I can grab those guys for a quick interview.
All right, we'll run you through the final results. Alex Clank is your winner. Welker in second. Crawford in third. In fourth position, Nate Franklin. Fifth, Justin Hall. Sixth, Sven Demmel. Seventh, Thomas Ellison. Kyle Smith coming around in eighth. Antonio Alvarez in ninth. John Patrick in 10th. Justin Lamons in 11th. Ryan Verhulst is finishing in 12th. In 13th position, Michael Morley. Steven Spies, Michael Wild, Austin Burdick, Robert Harbert, Alexander Bueller, Michael Stewart, Chris Scales, Dylan Blanton, Robbie Cook, Jonathan Burt, and Philip Linden round out your field.
All right, so I'm here with Alexander Crawford, our third place finisher tonight. How was the race from your perspective tonight, Alex?
It was a blast. There's a lot of carnage. It was avoiding the wrecks and avoiding the people that were changing lanes. If you could do that, you're going to finish well.
Yeah, it looked like quite the blast to me. So you were you had a good qualifying effort. Then you were able to just keep up front, I guess, through most of the race. This being, I guess, this is your best run of the season, right? This is the first time we've talked.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think if you can really stick it all the way down on the ground, it's going to be the quickest. But as referenced by me and several other people, you have to deal with everyone that spins because they spin inside, and then anyone coming out of the pits, which caught me out a couple times. But all around, it definitely was a pretty good showing for me this week, and it was a blast.
All right, well, congratulations, and thanks for having a talk with us. So that everyone, that's Alexander Crawford, your third place finisher tonight. All right, Mitch Welker, this is Alex Albert up here in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, congratulations on the second place finish tonight. Looked like you moved up 6 positions from where you started. What do you think your key to such a good run was?
I mean, I had a setup, I guess. There really wasn't a whole lot you had to do to try and win this race besides wreck avoidance. Without the cautions, it was really difficult to find your way around and keep your car clean. I was fortunate enough. I did get in a couple of wrecks, but I was fortunate enough not to damage the engine. So I was able to keep going, and I've always kind of been good at Lanier. Last season, or a couple seasons ago, when we brought the Legends here, I almost won it, as you know, but yeah, I just brought that experience forward and tried to keep a clean race, and yeah, it just turned out.
Yeah, great race. Yeah, we knew we would expect a lot out of you tonight after your previous runs here. So, yeah, congratulations on the good run. This will be a good points haul, and move on to next week.
For sure. Thank you.
Yep. And so, everyone, that's Mitchell Welker, your second place finisher tonight. Hey, Alexander Klink, congratulations on your first win of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, so everyone said that tonight was more about avoiding the crashes than having raw pace. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I mean, I didn't even avoid all the crashes. I got involved in some. I was just lucky that they were pretty minimal for me.
Yeah, it looked like you were just trying to ride there and be safe. Did really well. There was a couple times that we saw you narrowly miss, head-on collisions. So, what do you think your key to victory was tonight?
I think my key was, as you said, I was just trying to be cautious and ride carefully. If I saw an incident up ahead, I would, maybe if it lost me a position, so what? As long as I stayed alive, that's what really mattered in the end.
Well, congratulations on your I know this isn't your first win, but congratulations on another win, probably your first dirt win, and on maximum points for the championship. So congratulations, and that's your winner tonight, everyone. Alexander Klink, racing out of the Virginia Club, and Team Huge Ass.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we saw another week's worth of awesome racing here tonight, even though we only had a condensed schedule. What were your thoughts on this evening?
I thought it was a great race. You know, we had a good bit of clean racing and a good bit of bumping and banging and passing, and it was all you could hope for from a dirt IRL event.
Yeah, whenever you're going to have the accumulation of 2,000 dirt laps turned in under half an hour, there's going to be some bent sheet metal. So I thought all in all, it was a great event, some great racing, and we didn't know who was going to win until the last lap, and that's what we'd like to see.
That's right.
All right, so thanks again for tuning in. I'm Alex Albert. That's Michael Derby. This is the RIL, where the Stars of Tomorrow will start. So hope to see you back next week, and good night and mahalo.